Steps of service, payment. We're going to talk about what you do at the end of the experience. And again, as I said in the last part, usually you're going to be getting payment from guests after you do the last call. This way you can get the checks closed out, you can get them all settled up. Some guests are going to take a little bit longer if they want to split a check or anything. When we split checks, it's still one check in our system, but we can split payments. And that's important to know because the check itself is going to email to one guest. When we split up checks, it's not going to email to separate people. In order to do that, you'd actually have to make complete different checks in the system. But also, one of the things additionally is when we have parties of 6 or more, there is going to be an automatic 20% gratuity on the check. So once you swipe the credit card, you're going to put the 20% in and then hand the tablet to the guests for them to sign. There's nothing in our system that automatically applies a gratuity or service charge to the table ahead of time. So you're going to have to do that manually. It is on our menus that we have this automatic gratuity. Of course, if guests do want to change that gratuity to customize, to add more, if they do want to do less, if they feel like they didn't get great service, that's also okay. But in that situation, I would get a manager to come talk to them to make sure that we're talking to them about what their service issues was and basically why they didn't have a great experience. But we do take cash, we do take credit cards. Right now, we don't have any Google or Apple Pay, but that could change as our technology changes. But it's important that you make sure you're able to take that payment as quickly as possible for the guest. That way, again, that's taken care of. I always remind the guest that is getting the email, hey, the receipt's going to be sent to you, in case they're doing Venmo or sharing stuff. That way, the person whose name is on the reservation, they know they're getting the receipt and they can share it with other people. Just giving them that little bit of heads up. At this point, there should be no garbage on the table. There should be nothing sitting around that the guests aren't actively using. Again, that's going to also help reinforce when guests get to their 2-hour limit that it's time to go. That's going to help you out. And then the last thing with payment is you are going to see guests have gift cards and gift certificates and all kinds of digital stuff and Groupons for guided tastings. We have a lot of different payment options, and as we move forward, we could have even more. So if you ever get something you're not familiar with, just find a manager in your section and ask them about it, and they'll direct you how best to close that out. And then the last step of that too is making sure that once you have closed out the check, if you do have any cash or any cash tips or anything like that, that you bring it to whatever bar or whatever closest area in your section that has a cash drawer and turn in all the cash and all the tips immediately to that area so that we're not walking around and could possibly drop it or lose it as we're running around.